Could Malaysia ever match Singapore's global reputation in 2025? This is the question that's stirring debates across Asia and beyond. Both nations share deep cultural roots, yet they've taken vastly different paths toward modernization, governance, and international influence. Singapore has long been seen as the gleaming jewel of Asia, efficient, futuristic, and globally respected. Malaysia, on the other hand, possesses immense natural wealth, cultural diversity, and strategic potential that could make it a true rival in the years ahead. But how close is Malaysia to matching Singapore's global status? In this video, we'll explore 10 powerful factors shaping Malaysia's rise, from economic reforms to diplomatic strategy, and uncover whether 2025 could be the year it finally stands shoulder to shoulder with Singapore. Stay tuned till the end, because the final point might surprise you. Economic ambitions taking shape. Malaysia has long aimed to transform from a resource-dependent economy into a high-tech powerhouse. Over the last few years, Kuala Lumpur has rolled out strategic reforms designed to boost innovation and attract foreign investment. The government's Madani economy framework has prioritized high-value industries, technology parks, and digital startups. Unlike the old model based on palm oil and manufacturing, Malaysia's focus is now on robotics, electric vehicles, and renewable energy sectors growing by over 10% annually. While Singapore remains the financial capital of Southeast Asia, Malaysia's lower operational costs and growing skilled workforce are making it an attractive alternative for investors from China, Japan, and Europe. By 2025, Malaysia's GDP growth is projected to outpace several regional neighbors, signaling that it's no longer playing catch-up, it's becoming a serious contender. Education and talent transformation. Singapore has long been known for its world-class education system, producing top-tier engineers, scientists, and policymakers. Malaysia, however, has begun closing that gap. Universities like University Malaya and University Technology Malaysia are climbing in global rankings, while international campuses, including Nottingham, Monash, and Newcastle, have expanded the nation's academic footprint. Malaysia's new Talent Roadmap 2030 aims to retain skilled graduates by offering better wages, global internships, and research funding. In 2025, Malaysia is investing heavily in artificial intelligence and data science programs to meet global demand. As more Malaysian students return from abroad with experience in the US, UK, and Japan, the country is cultivating a generation capable of competing with Singapore's elite workforce. The result? Slow but steady equalizer in Southeast Asia's intellectual power race. Infrastructure and smart cities. Boom! Singapore's infrastructure is world-renowned, with its spotless MRT system and seamless digital connectivity. Yet Malaysia is quickly catching up. The Kuala Lumpur-Singapore high-speed rail project, though delayed, is symbolic of Malaysia's vision to link seamlessly with its southern neighbor and beyond. Inside Malaysia, smart city projects in Johor Bahru, Penang, and Cyberjaya are redefining urban living through 5G connectivity, electric buses, and green architecture. Malaysia's commitment to becoming carbon neutral by 2050 has led to major investments in sustainable infrastructure, solar farms, and electric transport. By 2025, the country's new digital free trade zone and tech corridors in Selangor and Johor are turning into magnets for tech giants. The more Malaysia expands its digital infrastructure, the closer it moves towards Singapore's benchmark of efficiency and sustainability. Political stability and governance. Singapore's success is built on decades of stable leadership and strict governance. Malaysia, by contrast, has had a history of political turbulence, multiple prime ministers in just a few years. But under Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, there's renewed hope. His administration has emphasized anti-corruption reforms, transparency, and inclusivity. In 2025, Malaysia's political scene is showing signs of maturity. The government's push for clean governance and merit-based decision-making is slowly restoring investor confidence. Although Malaysia's democracy is more open and diverse than Singapore's structured model, it's beginning to balance freedom with accountability. If this political stability continues, Malaysia could soon be viewed as a model of democratic progress within Southeast Asia, a different kind of strength compared to Singapore's disciplined efficiency. Global diplomacy and soft power. Singapore has long excelled at global diplomacy, punching far above its weight on the international stage. Malaysia, however, is emerging as a regional mediator and cultural bridge. In 2025, Malaysia's active role in ASEAN, its neutral stance in US-China tensions, and its humanitarian outreach to conflict zones like Gaza and Myanmar are boosting its diplomatic reputation. Malaysia's cultural influence through tourism, food and media has also grown rapidly. From Penang's world-famous cuisine to Kuala Lumpur's creative industries, Malaysia is exporting more than goods, it's exporting identity. This blend of diplomacy and culture is shaping Malaysia's soft power, helping it earn respect not through dominance, but through diversity and compassion. Tourism and global image. Singapore attracts millions of tourists annually for its futuristic skyline and spotless streets. Malaysia, on the other hand, offers something Singapore can't: space, nature and variety. From the beaches of Langkawi to the rainforests of Borneo, Malaysia's tourism is grounded in authentic experiences. In 2025, Malaysia's tourism ministry is pushing hard to rebrand the country as the heart of Asia, targeting digital nomads, eco-tourists and cultural explorers. With relaxed visa rules and digital nomad passes, Malaysia is becoming a regional hub for remote workers, a field where Singapore's strict entry rules can't compete. If the trend continues, Malaysia's tourism brand could rival Singapore's polished urban appeal with raw natural beauty and cultural depth. Technology and innovation drive. Singapore's tech scene is legendary, home to major data centers and global companies like Google, Amazon, and Meta. Malaysia, though slightly behind, is catching up faster than anyone expected. The government's My Digital Blueprint aims to transform Malaysia into a leading digital economy by 2030, focusing on cloud services, fintech, and AI development. Major players like Tesla, Huawei, and Intel have invested billions of dollars into Malaysian tech parks. The result is a surge in startups across Penang and Selangor, turning Malaysia into Southeast Asia's next innovation hub. In 2025, Malaysia's digital economy accounts for nearly 1/4 of its GDP, an impressive leap that places it firmly on Singapore's tail. Cultural and social identity. While Singapore is admired for its efficiency and order, Malaysia stands out for its warmth and cultural richness. The nation's blend of Malay, Chinese, Indian and indigenous cultures creates a social fabric that's both diverse and dynamic. In 2025, Malaysia is promoting cultural diplomacy as a tool for global recognition through arts, film and festivals that celebrate unity in diversity. This human touch gives Malaysia a softer global image. While Singapore is often perceived as too controlled or sterile, Malaysia's vibrancy appeals to the global audience seeking authenticity. If cultural storytelling continues to grow, Malaysia could surpass Singapore in global influence not through structure, but through spirit. Regional cooperation and ASEAN leadership. Singapore often leads in economic policy and innovation, but Malaysia is reclaiming its voice in regional politics. As ASEAN faces new challenges, from climate change to migration, Malaysia is taking bold initiatives to lead regional dialogues. Kuala Lumpur's active role in climate talks, defense cooperation and trade integration is giving it new credibility. In 2025, Malaysia's leadership style is becoming more assertive yet inclusive, aligning itself as a bridge between developed and developing nations. This diplomatic assertiveness could reshape its global standing, giving Malaysia the recognition it has long deserved within the Southeast Asian bloc. The Malaysian vision for the future. Singapore's global reputation didn't form overnight. It took decades of precise planning. Malaysia's journey is more complex but equally promising. By 2025, Malaysia's Vision 2030 lays out an ambitious roadmap: high income status, zero poverty, and a green economy. These goals may sound lofty, but the country's recent momentum suggests it's serious about transformation. Malaysia's future depends on maintaining consistency in governance, education, and innovation. If it succeeds, Malaysia won't just match Singapore, It could redefine what success means for the entire region. The competition between the two nations may not be about who's better, but who inspires Southeast Asia to dream bigger. A new Southeast Asian rivalry. So, could Malaysia ever match Singapore's global reputation in 2025? The answer isn't simple, but it's not impossible. Singapore may still lead in precision and discipline, but Malaysia is winning hearts with diversity, dynamism, and depth. The world no longer sees Malaysia as Singapore's little brother. It's seeing a nation ready to rise in its own way. As 2025 unfolds, Malaysia's transformation could prove that success doesn't have to look the same for everyone. Some nations lead with power, others lead with people. Malaysia, perhaps, is learning how to do both.